I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone's. I am here for the Have and the Have-Nots Season 6 Episode 5. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you return and you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Now, I know I've said in past videos that I am not going to go on the rants of things that just annoy me about this show. And I'm going to just say this. I don't know what doggone it Jeffrey has to do, or what Justin has to do to Jeffrey before Jeffrey wakes up. Another thing, how is it that Jim hasn't got his comeuppance yet? I just need to know these things. He just reckless, but we gonna get to that in a minute. Like I said, Jeffrey, what exactly does Justin have to do to you and surrounding people before you realize this man needs help? Because you sitting on the couch with Madison, and Madison has to knock you to the floor because he sees a bullseye on your head, and you like, oh, it's fine. It is never okay for you to have a red dart at your head, whether it was with a gun or just a laser pointer. That was a threat in itself. What does this man have to do? You just go outside and it's the same old, same old. I told you I'm tired of this. I know you tired of this. I'm sorry. Will you come home? I told you I'm not going home with you. I don't want to do this no more. I can't live without you. If I can't have you, nobody can have you. I'm going to hurt Madison. I'm going to hurt Wyatt. I'm going to hurt anybody that's around you. Go home. I don't want this. Justin stands outside just staring at the house. How many times do we have to play this scene over and over again? Because this man is already tried to kill your mama and Melissa by running them off the road. He has fought with Wyatt, fought with you, knocked Madison out and destroyed Madison's car and destroyed your daddy's condo. What else do you need this man to do before you like, you know what? Maybe I do need to call the police on him. You put Wyatt in the psych ward, put this man in the psych ward for a few days so you can have evidence. Something wrong with him. He needed some evaluations. Go to the police. Madison's like, I'm going to press charges. I'm going to get a restraining order him because this is not right. It's never all right for nobody to be putting your hands on you. You may like that and you may think that's fine, but he not going to be putting his hands on me and I'm not going to do anything about it. He completely destroyed that man's car. And you just acting like it's no big thing. I'm like, I'm so tired of this conversation. I want you in my life. I can't live without you. I refuse to live without you. It's at this point, I'm just thinking that you liking this behavior from him. Otherwise, you would have went to the police a long time ago. You would have got this man some type of help. But you just sitting there playing it off like this man destroying things, this man attacking people is a normal occasion. And it's not. See, this is what I get upset about this show, because it's like the same scene. Oh, every time we see Justin and Jeffrey, Justin is apologizing for his crazy behavior and Jeffrey acting like it's okay, and everybody else in the surrounding watching is like, no, boo, this is never okay. Candace goes to Mitch because she wants to, get access to Hannah's account. She needs money and she needs to get out of town. And he done already peeped her that, like, Benny needs help. I know about that $8 million in that account. My people know some people. And Jim Cryer is behind Benny getting stabbed. It didn't have nothing to do with my family. He a dangerous man. But, Candace like, Jim is not dangerous. I'm like, did you forget that he had you kidnapped by Mitch's family and they were supposed to kill you when you was out here saying you was pregnant by him? So he not dangerous? Okay, Candace. But she said she can handle him. And I was like, okay. I mean, if anybody can take Jim out, it's either going to be Candace or it's going to be Hannah because, they overprotective of Benny. Like, you ain't going to just be out here hurting Benny like that and just think that I'm not going to do anything about it. But then I was like side-eyeing the cousin because, Mitch's family don't like black people. And the cousin was already looking at her side ass like, what is this black girl doing in our bar? But he's like, that's Candace. And Grandma says she can be here. Like, she the only black person besides David that, Grandma Malone really tolerates. Then he's like, oh, that's Candace. She looking kind of foreign. I can probably get with her. I'm like, You was just like, what is she doing here? Like, she's disgusting. But since that's Candace and okay, grandma cool with her, and now I want to get with her. Like, really, cousin? I didn't even catch your name, but it's not even that important right now. I was just side-eyeing you. So, Veronica got her grits ready for arcade. Now, here's another thing I have about the Calipari show. Like, why is it that you had this luxury house, but you sleeping in a full-size bed? I have a king-size bed, and I don't have a luxury house. Me, personally, I like to have a bed to where I can stretch out either way, and my feet's not hanging down. But that's just me personally. But you have this luxury house, this fabulous kitchen, but you sleeping on a full-size bed. Did not get that. Another thing, if we gonna be real with the show, I need to see Veronica throw the grits on arcade. I don't need her waking up and threatening to throw the grits on arcade. You are not above to have somebody's back getting burned. We can see that when you had that man blow up David and Erica. So it's not like you above that. You done already had people to go attack Jeffrey. So, being violent is not beyond you. It'd have been so much better if while he was sleeping, she threw the grits on him. Now, I'm just saying this because of the show. I don't want, real people getting hot grits thrown on him. But if we're going to make this realistic, you would have thrown the grits on him like I told you to get up out my bed, but you didn't want to listen. But I guess you didn't want to mess up your sheets. But she's like, I know you took my jewelry, so I expect it to be downstairs by noon tomorrow, or it's going to be consequences and repercussions, okay? Okay. So, Catherine let Broderick know after she goes over to his place. Now, when I tell you he lives in a one-bedroom place, well, it's not even one bedroom. He lives in a one-room apartment. Now, I understand, most of his money goes to send back to his family. He don't need to be living like, large, like, as long as I got this, sofa bed to sleep on, and, like, my bedroom, my dining room, and my kitchen is all one big room, I'm fine, as long as I can send money home to my family. But, Catherine lets him know, if you play your cards right, you could be living in a nice little house in a brand new car. He's like, oh, okay, I can do that. I'm already right now sleeping with you for free just to stay in the country. You talking about giving me a new car and a new house? Okay, yes, ma'am, I will sleep. We can go to this sofa bed right here. I know it looks like it came with the apartment, and it's been here since the 70s. But, I Febreze it real good. And, I may put new sheets on it and everything because I was expecting you to come over. But she's like, you know what? Nah, boo-boo. But you can take me to the back seat of my luxury car. I bet you ain't never seen that before. I was like, oh, okay. We just gonna make Candace sexy this season. I mean, Catherine sexy this season, are we? Still with that, 15, 16, cans of hairspray in her hair. But okay. Another person getting on my nerves. George. He shows up at Sarah's house like, did you get the bullets? Well, I'm pretty sure if she had the bullets, she would have taken them directly to you because, Jim would have been in hot pursuit. She don't have the bullets, but she does have Wyatt arrest him, make him testify. But he's like, he ain't done nothing to need to be arrested. Why? He's mad because, one, you were supposed to give me money so I can get my drugs. You gave me a bottle of pills, but that wasn't nothing. I wanted a drink with it, and I told you that I know my body. Like, I almost died, so I know what my limit is. And these few little pills in this bottle and a drink was not going to take your boy out. Like Benny, Wyatt is some type of X-Men. I think he in the Wolverine family too, because him and Benny, they just keep on being close to death and just refuse to die. But she's like, well, he has cocaine in his pocket. Wyatt's mad because, like, how the hell I have cocaine in my pocket this whole time? You snuck this cocaine in my pocket and I could have been out here getting high. So in front of DA and police, Wyatt takes the cocaine out and it was about to go sniffing it to just about to go ham on the cocaine. He's like, I'm the DA. He's like, I don't care if you're the DA, the BA, or the CA. I'm about to get my high on. If you don't want to watch, turn. But I'm about to snort this cocaine. So they went on ahead and arrested him. He was like, sir, I'm going to give you 24 hours. But she does what she does always. Like, was going to push up on him for sex. And it's like, girl, what you doing? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was doing. Like, this is what you do naturally. You want to get something, you know, I'm going to go ahead and sleep with you. See, this is where you messed up at in the first place. When Jim was up there threatening to expose you before, you should have just been and went to your fiance or whoever he was threatening to tell and just go ahead and claim clean. Because now you look like you going to be up in jail and Jim going to be walking free out here because you took evidence from the doggone little closet area and not knowing that they got cameras. They're like, girl, this is evidence in cases. You didn't think that they was going to have that thing with cameras all up and through? See, I don't think Sarah's all that smart because she keep on making stupid decisions. Okay. So, when I tell you, I hollered when Charles Obama punched Landon. It was like a whoa! It was like so loud because that punch was so realistic. When I tell you, it's like he been punching dudes since punching dudes was first invented. Landon laid out on the floor and he has to tell him, look here, bruh. What you did the other night can never happen again or I will end you. Don't let this suit fool you. Do not let this proper speaking fool you. I will mess you all the way up and back down. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Landon heard him. Won't be trying that again. I'm just telling you, I hollered with an extra D at the end. So, Alice says she gonna sue Veronica for a hostile work environment. Girl, I don't blame you. She be treating you and be using these slave terms that your girl not really happy with. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. If this woman's working for you, you know, treat her with respect. Okay? Alice says she has all her documentation together, like all the ins and goings of what you've been doing to her. And just remember, the maid always knows your dirty little secret. Okay? We clear? She takes her stuff and go ahead and leave Veronica like, I ain't worried about this. You can bring all your documents and I will continue to rip them up. Meanwhile, social worker lady comes over with a young lady. Veronica's like, what y'all doing here? You know, you said you wanted to help out a young lady. This is, I can't remember what the girl's name. We're going to call her Renee. This is Renee. You said you want to help out young ladies. This is her. Veronica's like, I thought it was clear that I wanted a black girl. I don't want a Becky. Now, why you got to call her Becky? Her name is Renee. That ain't it, but this is what we're going to call her because I don't remember. She's like, her name is Renee. It's not Becky. They all Becky's to me. So, bring me a black girl. She's like, we don't see color. And this will get you disqualified. Well, you can disqualify my check. Well, we need this money for our program. Well, bring me a black girl, a little bit darker than me, with some full lips, and a little bit of wide hips, but not too wide. Bring this black girl to me. Okay? You and Renee can leave right now. Just bring me this black girl. And I was like, is this, you gonna be using this poor girl to like get her pregnant like you did Melissa? That didn't work out the first time, did it? Like, you not gonna have these random women sleep with Jeffrey in hopes and Jeffrey just gonna stop being gay? Because it's not gonna happen, boo-boo. Just letting you know. You just ruining yet another life. Melissa would be alive right now had she not got into your clutches. Just saying. So, Madison tells David that Justin been out here threatening Jeffrey. He had a laser pointer at him. It was at his head. He done already bust me upside of my head. He didn't say that. He been out here wilding out. Jeffrey just playing it off like it ain't nothing, but I'm scared for myself and I'm scared for Jeffrey. And I just want you to know this. And he was like, oh, okay. So, Jeffrey not trying to do nothing about Justin. But David gonna get the hand. No. You see what he did to Veronica when he thought Veronica messed up the room? Backhand her. Like, pulled all the way around, came around, slapped her. She twirled and hit the ground. Just because he thought that she messed up the place. Now you out here threatening folks and my child then got hurt. He gonna put them boys on you. You gonna end up like Benny. But I don't think you part Wolverine, so I don't know if you gonna survive out here, bro. When is somebody gonna seriously knock Jim upside his head? Like, I want him split to the white meat at this point. Jim just be going around just hurting and hitting people left and right, and ain't nobody so much as scratched him. He done bust up in Sarah's house, choked her out to get information about where Wyatt is at. She tried to play it off, I don't know where he's at, I didn't know he was in my car. Like, had his, like, you know, this part all up on her neck. I was like, girl, you should have kicked him all up in his groin area and knocked him out and then busted him inside the head. Like, look here. He came in my house and attacked me. Come get him right quick. I know they would be more than happy to come pick him up. Because, like, why in the first place, why would you be at this woman's house? Like, when is somebody gonna seriously hurt this man? Like, I am so tired of Jim just going around threatening folks, beating just people up at random moments, and ain't nothing happening to him. Like, the closest he got was when when Wyatt, like, bust him in the head last season. That was the close, and then we been on for 5 seasons at that time. Like, Hannah got attacked. Candace got attacked several times. Benny done almost died several times. Veronica got stabbed twice. You know, cancer. She had cancer, so she kind of struggled. Like, something didn't happen to everybody. Mitch got shot at. You know, Jeffrey done got beat up. You know, some. David got his back blown off. Something happening to everybody. Jim just walking away scotch-free. Ain't nothing happened to him. Not no scratch. Oh, yeah, he went to jail, but what was that? Ain't nobody attacked him. Like, even jail didn't nobody attack him. Like, I want somebody, and I want somebody to soon just roll up on Jim and just give him a good 2-piece in the face. That's all I want. I don't ask for much. Lastly, Mitch goes over to, you know, Hannah's house to talk to Benny. He's like, look at Benny. I know about the $8 million. It wasn't my family. It was Jim Cryer. Give it to me this straight. How much more straight can he give it to you? It was Jim Cryer. Jim Cryer won his $8 million. He already threatened you on this. He was behind you getting attacked. And Hannah was standing there like, now what did you say? Now what now? So, you're not going to be over here hurting Benny like that. No, ma'am. And if anybody's going to take Jim down, give him a good 2-piece, it's either going to be Hannah or it's going to be Candace. I done already, you know, just marked, you know, Catherine out as being that person, because last week when he was told her to shut up and she just threw that doggone drink in his face like she was Jennifer Williams' husband, when she should have been just doggone throw it and then bash him in the head. Like Cookie did Boo Boo Kitty that time. Threw the drink, then punched her. That's what Catherine should have did last week. Throw the drink, then bashed him in the head with that glass. But no. But I'm hoping that it's either going to be Hannah or it's going to be Candace. Because you're not going to be out here attacking Benny like this. Yes, he's part Wolverine and, you know, he's always coming back from the dead. But that don't mean we want him to go there just to come back. I want one of them to bust him in his head. Or shoot, Charles Obama found out what Jim doing. You ain't gonna be over here doing this to my woman's, you know, even though she not my woman, I want her to be my woman. To my woman's brother. That hit that Charles Obama did to Landon, somebody need to do that to Jim, but multiple times. That's all I want. So, that was the gist of everything that went on. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day. That free 99 special. If you returning and you one of my family members and one of my peoples, welcome back. Tell your peoples to tell their peoples to tell their peoples to come over here and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.